Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. So we have got another palette bingo for you guys, and this one is on our Muerte palette from Melt, and the love of my life, I think. It's one of my favourite palettes in my whole collection. I did a 3 looks 1 palette using this palette recently. It would have gone up a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, you can see some more things. But today what we're going to do is pick from the 3, 6, 9, 10 shades. I'm gonna pick 5 shades. Yes, probably 5 shades, and see what happens. And a lot of them are dark, so I'm kind of scared. I am kind of scared during this one. We've got 1, 2, 3 shimmers, so we'll have to see what happens. I'm hoping it turns out okay, so let's just see what happens. Okay, so I have my random number generator set to number 1 to number 10, and let's see what happens. I'm gonna pick out my 5 colours and then we'll kind of see how they look. I'll swatch them all on my hand and we can see how they look. So we've got number 1. Oh, that's a shimmer. That's a green shimmer. Okay. Number 1. Number 7. What's number 7? It's the very, very, very dark burgundy. Okay. So 1, 7. 6, which is the shimmery blue. Oh god, okay. 3, which is the dark green. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 1 more. Please be the light green. That'd be so handy. 1 again, so we'll do another one. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the shimmery blue again, so we'll just do another one. And number 10, which is Calaca, which is the lightest shimmer. Okay. Give me a minute. Okay, so this is our little colour story here. I quite like it. I do like it. It's not a bad colour story. It's just a kind of more difficult one. So that's how they all look there. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I was kind of hoping for like either the light red or the light green just to give me something to help blend these out with. But I don't know. Okay, I think I have a bit of an idea. I have nothing on my face right now anyway, so I've only got my moisturiser on, nothing on. What I am going to do though is probably do my brows and my eyeshadow primer. I have an idea and I'm thinking some sort of halo eye. With maybe like the blue and the burgundy. Do a bit of a halo eye with those. That's going to be like my inner corner or even like the pop colour on my lid. And then maybe the green on the bottom. Or a green halo eye. Don't know what I want to do yet. No, I haven't. I have it. I know what I'm going to do. Let me put my brows on and I'll show you. Okay, please excuse how strong my eyebrows look right now. I used a very, very strong product. I used my Benefit Ka-Brow in the shade 2 because my roots are growing in, so it does match my hair. But when I have nothing else on, they look so strong. And are they crooked? No, they're not. Okay. The only other thing that I popped on my face was my Urban Decay Primer Potion. That's it. That is all that's on my mush right now. So we have got a weird combination, but I have an idea. So we have the shimmery green, we've got the darkest green, we've got the shimmery blue, we've got the darkest burgundy, and the light shimmer, which we have an inner corner highlight, which is fun. So what I'm thinking of doing is the 2 greens on the lid, but on like the inner part of the lid I'm going to do the dark blue, so it's kind of a halo but kind of like a mix of a halo. And underneath I'm going to smudge the life out of the Velorio, which is the dark burgundy. Inner corner is going to be the shimmer, and yeah, let's just see how this goes. One thing I do want to do, so some people in their palette bingos give themselves like a wild card colour, so like something that they can add in. They have to use the colours that they get, like they have to, but they can add a colour to that if they want to, and I am going to do that, so it's kind of cheating but kind of not cheating. I'm going to take that lightest green shade just so I have something to blend. That's it. That's all, the only reason that I'm using that, and that is Lagrimas, I think. And I'm taking that on an Inglot 6SS brush, and that is just going to go very lightly into the crease. And I'm not even like building it up. I don't even really want to be able to see this colour. It's just something to help that darkest green blend. That's it. Just because it is so dark and so strong. So next I'm taking my Makeup Geek Defined Crease Brush, and we're going to go into the darkest green, which is Duelo, I think. We're just taking a little bit of that at a time, and we're just going to pop that on the outer corner. And then bring that into the crease just with whatever's left on the brush, and just slowly building that up. till we're happy with it. And then going back in with my 6SS brush, just with whatever's left on it, and use that to soften out all the nice edges around here. You could, if you wanted to, and maybe if you're not as pale as I am, not use the light green and just use the dark green and then just use a clean brush to blend. But I just know I'll have a bit more of a hard time just with how light my skin is, getting it to blend out the way I want it to look. So this is just a quicker way to do it for me. And you wouldn't even know it's there. Okay, so we have that on and blended. I might add more of the darker shade and kind of blow it out a little bit more, but I'm happy with the blend so far, and I want to get the shimmers on the lid. So I'm going to use my NYX Glitter Primer just to pop the shimmers on so that they come out really nice and strong. And you will see swatches of these in my 3luxe1 palette if you go back and look at that, which I will link down below. And you'll see swatches with no primer on my arm and everything, so don't think I'm cheaping out because I'm using a glitter primer. I've kind of started to always use glitter primer when I'm using shimmers, so yeah. So I'm gonna pop a bit of that on the center of my lid, so just the center third of my lid. You can go in as far as you want, but I just want it there. And then I'm gonna go in with the shimmery green, the Angelito, I think it's called. I'm just gonna use the same brush. We're going to press that over where that glitter primer is. And I am going to use glitter primer on the inner part as well, but I don't want to put it down yet because I don't want it to dry too much. I want it to still be a little bit sticky. So we'll do that in a sec. And then I'm going back in with my deluxe crease brush from Make Geek with a little bit more of that dark green on. And just tap over where it meets that shimmer just to get a nice little fade between the two. Then I'm taking a little bit more of that glitter primer. This is just an e.l.f. concealer brush, just like a small little flat brush. And we're just going to pop that onto the inner part. You don't have to be like super precise. You just want to get it on in the general area that you want the colour to be. This could look a bit mad because it's quite a dark shimmer. Even though it is a shimmer, it's still quite dark. But it could look cool. We're going to find out. Then I'm taking the Catrina shade, which is the shimmery blue, and it's beautiful. I'm picking some of that up and popping that onto this inner part in here. This one we might need to finesse a little bit more just because it's such a dark base. It's almost like a blackened based shimmer with like the blue shimmer in it, even though it's like navy, but it's so dark. It's quite cool though, I do like it. So I've just popped it on just where I want it to be. And then I'm going back in with the brush that I use for the green, which is, I didn't say before, a BH Cosmetics Rose Gold number 7 brush. And I'm just taking like the tiniest little dab of that green, and just where the two meet, just start kind of pressing over it. And just go back and forward between the two colours until you're happy with how they look. I quite like it. It just kind of, it's almost making my eye like sink on the inner corner. It's quite cool. Okay, it's weird, but I do like it. I quite like it. It is like a halo eye from a distance, but when you get up close, you can see that like, oh, it's blue and green. It's cool. So what I'm going to do is tidy up my under eye, put a bit of face on. So I need my skin on, under eye concealer, all that kind of jazz. I won't do like my cheeks or anything like that. I'll do that later on. But I just want to get like my base on and my under eye concealer on, and then we can continue. Okay, so we are all concealed, and I actually put my hair back because I realised I didn't have my hair back the last one, because I was doing my skin. So we're going to work on our lower lash line. So we're going to use that burgundy shade, and I'm going to use my old reliable 214 brush from MAC, my small little smudgy brush, and the dark burgundy plum. I'd say it's more of a plum, is Velorio, that there, the darkest of the kind of reddish tones in the palette. Just taking a small little bit and really tap that off because I do have my concealer on already. We're going to go super close to the lashes. Getting right in there. And you can see like, even though I'm tapping off a good bit, it's so pigmented. And then I have just this e.l.f. It says contour brush, I'm assuming for eyes. So like a crease brush, but it's quite a dense little round brush. And we're just going to take that clean, and we're just going to use that to soften out the edge. And you can always add more of the plum. We're just kind of going in and soften and smoking it out the edge. Okay, so we are almost there. We are going to do our inner corner, and I'm going to take my little sleek synthetic flat brush, this guy. And we're going to take Calaca, which is, or Calaca. I say Calaca because it sounds like Calacas, which is a product from Lush. So I don't know. And it's the lightest shimmer, which was convenient that we got that actually. And we're just gonna pop that on the inner corner where I feel like it should always go, because it's very pretty. There's a nice little pop of gold to it. Alrighty, so that is the eyes pretty much done. I'm going to go off and I'm going to do my liners and my cheeks and everything on my lip. I'm going to have to decide what kind of lip I want to do with this, which I don't know yet. And I will let you know what's on my face when I get back. Alrighty guys, so this is how the look turned out, and I struggled really hard with the lip. I didn't know whether to do nude, do a pink, do a bit more of a brighter kind of corally pink to kind of mix with the greens and make it a bit more mermaidy looking. But then I looked and I was like, that plum on the lower lash line is making me feel something, and I've got like a burgundy colour on my top, and I was like, we're gonna go dark, yeah. So let me just quickly go through everything. So on my eyes I used... So for my upper liner, I use my Inglot AMC Gel Liner because I haven't used it in forever, and I just did a nice, decent, slightly bigger sized wing, and I love it. Makes it look really cool and really like vampy looking. And then for my waterline, again, I want kind of a plummy colour, but I didn't really have one. The one I had was kind of too purple and not plum enough for me, if that makes any sense. So I actually did what I did in my third look, in my 3 Looks 1 palette, which is the Urban Decay Game of Thrones 24/7 Glide on eye pencils, one of the ones that came out with the Game of Thrones collection, and this one is Dragonsmoke. So it's quite a deep like aubergine colour with like a blue and purple kind of, or blue and red kind of sparkle to it, so it ties in quite nice, I think. Very nice. And then for my mascara, I use my MDM Flow Greater Than mascara just on my top and bottom lashes. And then for lashes, I went for the Primark Beauty 3D Allure lashes. That's what the box looks like. They were €3. And they're just nice and soft and kind of fluffy, but like defined enough so you can, you know, see them. And then on my cheeks, I used for my bronzer, my Fenty Beauty Stalk'r bronzer in the shade Inda Sun. Just to give me a little bit of colour, a little bit of shape on the face. And then this guy is new. I used, well, I actually have it a while, but it's the first time I think I've used it in a video. This is the Wet n Wild Hello Halo Blushlighter in the shade Highlight Bling, which is the lightest one, I think. I used the blush and the highlight on my cheeks, and it's really nice and super, super glowy. And then the star, well, the star was the palette, but the star of what I put on afterwards was the lip. This is the LA Splash Presents Classic Horror, and this is the shade Phantom, which is like a nice deep plum colour, and it's beautiful and I love it. So that is everything that we used on the face. That is our palette bingo using our Melt Muerte palette, and it's glorious. It's one of my all-time favorite palettes. I love it so much. I will never stop using it. I will always use it. And if you want to see more looks with this, let me know. If you have any ideas that you want me to do with it, if you want me to do a particular combo with this, I can. Just let me know. I will see. But I do love this. It's like a palette made for me. It's vampy, it's colour, it's bright, it's dark, it's fun. It's just everything I love about it. And I'm loving this look. So yeah, if you did like this video, then give me a big thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments what you think of this, and if you got those 5 colours, what would you do with them? How would you have changed this look? Would you have gone like this? Would you put the plum on the eye? Would you do a more smoky kind of look? Would you done a cut crease? I don't know. Would you have blended it all the way up to your forehead? You can let me know. And also hit subscribe down below to see more palette bingos, more 3 Looks 1 palettes, more how-to videos, more of my colour series, and I'm trying to plan out my Halloween looks. I know it's August, at least I think this is going up in August. I know it's August, but because I pre-filmed so much like in lockdown and everything, I'm getting onto like my September, October kind of videos. So this is actually pre-filmed as well. So yeah, I'm getting onto like a lot of my later videos in the year, so I have to actually plan them out. And I'm trying to decide on what way I want to do my Halloween videos this year. So you can let me know if you have any suggestions down below. Let me know that in the comments too. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye!